It's the battle of the Michelles. It's Michele Bachmann versus Michelle Obama over the pivotal issue of breast pumps. The First Lady wants them to be tax deductible because she wants to encourage breastfeeding. Makes sense. Research shows that babies who are breastfed are actually healthier. Plus, it would result in less taxes. So you would figure Bachmann would love it, right? Of course not. She's not buying it.
This is very consistent with where the hard left is coming from. For them, government is the answer to every problem. To think that government has to go out and buy my breast pump for my babies, I mean, you want to talk about the nanny state? I think you just got
literally
new definition of the nanny.
Hard left? Okay. Now, look, if you're breastfeeding, though, wouldn't you not need a nanny? So this would be the exact opposite of encouraging a nanny state. It'd be a nanny-free state. I'm trying to apply logic to Bachmann here, which is a terrible idea. And if you do that, and I asked her, Bachmann would probably say anyway, whatever, dude. It's socialism, I tell you, socialism. All right, then she took some time out to make one more mistake.
Can you imagine if Laura Bush was doing that, out trying to pass her legislation? I think that the media would have been after her.
Yeah, I can imagine that pretty easily, since Laura Bush did try to pass her own legislation. It was called the Ready to Read, Ready to Learn Education Initiative. By the way, she also was a major advocate of No Child Left Behind. If she was a Democrat, Bachmann would say, look at the nanny state, with all their teachers trying to get our students to read and learn. Socialist, hard left. But Bachmann better watch out, okay? Because she's got to compete with a new person in town. It's Missouri state lawmaker, and she's trying to out-Tea Party the Tea Party leader. Missouri State Senator Jane Cunningham wants to get rid of her state's child labor laws, saying they intrude on parents' rights. She has introduced a bill eliminating the prohibition on employment of children under the age of 14. What's more, it would allow them to work all hours of the day. Fun for everybody. Ah, the good old days of child exploitation. Remember these lovely days? Oh, when we had the kids working at the factories for 10, 12, 15, sometimes 18 hours. Ah, good old conservative America. I literally cannot believe they introduced this bill. I didn't even think they'd go that far. It's stunning. Now, speaking of stunning, Mississippi Governor Haley Barbour is having a tough time losing that old, white, Southern, borderline racist image. He's refusing to denounce efforts by some of his fellow Mississippians to create a license plate honoring Nathan Bedford Forrest. You know who that is? He's a founder of the Ku Klux Klan. Here's Mr. Barbour's rationale. Quote, I don't go around denouncing people. That's not going to happen. I don't even denounce the news media. Wow, are you not merciful? You haven't denounced the news media. But it's just actually totally not true that he doesn't denounce people. He did it 2 months ago. He was forced to denounce the segregationist White Citizens Council after he said they were just great because they kept the KKK out of town. Now, after an uproar, he released a statement calling them indefensible. But now, apparently, denouncing people who want to honor the KKK founder is a bridge too far. These guys, just when you think you can't get any worse, the child labor thing was disastrous, right? Now, like KKK founder, I can't denounce the people who are trying to support him. And by the way, ironically, this is from the party that thought that denouncing Reverend Wright was the most important thing in the 2008 election.